Akim. It's the brother Mashayach from Houston, Texas, man. Shalom.
All right, this is your brother Zyan from Maryland. You know, and we want to give all praises, honor,
Amen.
and
Glory
to
unto Yahawah Bahasham
Bahasham
Yahawashi
Yahawashi,
Bahasham
Bahasham
Yakakodah.
Yahawashi.
Double
And give
honors
the
unto the
honor to our
apostles and elders
Papa,
of Great
great
Millstone.
King.
Shalom to you, Akim, Marquaf, and the four winds, teaching this truth in all sincerity. Shalom.
Khan. And you can hear me well out.
Yeah, I can hear you. Kind of like from my phone, it sounds like it's kind of choppy a little bit, but I mean, I can hear you.
Khan, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. But I'm gonna have the phone a little bit close just so you can hear because my earphones be acting crazy. But
Yeah, whatever works for you. Like,
Khan, today's lesson is gonna be about the MOTB. You know, you don't want to say too much because Esau Edom, he be trying to flag brothers' page and stuff. But basically, everything that's going on with the MOTB. You got oh yeah, I got a perfect news. Y'all know that Cash App founder, he winded up dead.
Yeah, they just killed the founder of Cash App, and then now they're dropping Fed now.
Yeah, they dropping Fed now. Esau
Yeah,
Edom
man.
was crazy, man.
Perfect timing, huh?
Gone. He dropped Cash App owner and then brought out the Fed now. And as time's going on, um, they're gonna progressively introduce this digital dollar. The actual dollar is dropping itself as we speak.
And the other nations are actually ditching the American dollar too. China
Exactly.
and Russia and all these other nations. They're all getting together. They're gonna go against Babylon. Man, they're tired of America shit, man. Esau shit. Salachya.
Gone. And basically, Esau Edom, he's catching it from all sides. He's catching it from us. His kingdom falling.
Choppy out.
His kingdom falling. You can hear me now.
A little bit. I don't know. You got anything covering the mic?
Let me see. Hold on. This case.
Yeah, I don't know. It's I don't know if it's just my phone sounding like that, but
Can you hear me now?
yeah, I can hear you. If anything, just talk a little like slower so the camera. I don't know, like just so the camera pick you up.
Bet. And Esau Edom, he's doing everything and all this stuff going on, and like it just shows how close we are to the end. But I'm gonna bring out a scripture real quick. Let me see. Let's bring out Revelations 13 and 14. All right, this is Revelations 13 and 14. And deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast which had the wound by the sword and did live. And that's talking about part of the miracles is Esau's technology. The image represents the Roman Empire, its laws, legislation, architecture, etc. And that's in First Maccabees 8:13 through 16. You know, and then the Roman Empire has been reincarnated today as America, Babylon the Great.
Spiritually, America, Babylon the Great.
Khan. So
And he had power to verse 15, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. The people who won't take this chip, the people who are going to go against, the agenda of Esau, all these things that they're going to try to push onto us, And what's that one priest that is like, woe unto them who decree unrighteous decrees or something, what I'm talking about? And these people are going to try to, push an unrighteous decree on us, and the Lord not going for that. Anybody who does take that microchip, you're going to be cut down by the Lord, and continuing on, verse 16, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead, verse 17, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. So who's gonna cause us all, the rich, the poor, the bond, and the free, to receive a mark on their right hand, you know, or in their foreheads, you know. They got brain chips coming out too, you know. So you know, Esau got all this technology, you know, and then these microchips, you know. That's what I'm saying, you know. Not that they're abandoning cash, you know, not the you know, we're about to go digital. They're about to, you know, new system coming in. You know, that's how they're gonna eventually. This is paving the way for them to introduce the mark of the beast, the charagma, you know. And what's it? Charagma means cut of the flesh, right? Or no,
Con,
no, no.
an
Salachya. What
incision,
is it?
an
That's what it
incision.
is, right?
Yeah, you right. Yeah, it's an incision, a mark in the flesh. You know, so
Yeah.
you know, all this stuff going on. You know, they, like we were saying, you know, they just dropped the owner of Cash App. They dropped them off like it was nothing. You know, and then now they coming out with Fed now. You know, and after a while, you know how brothers like me and Gabar, you know, we got jobs and stuff, or we doing this and that. You know, after a while, they're gonna be paying us through Fed now. You gonna receive our check through Fed and shit like that. But
Come.
this is let me see. This is verse 18. This is Revelations 13 and 18. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man. His number is 603 score and six. So that's 666 basically, you know.
Con, you know, a lot of these rappers, that's the number of the beast, you know, and a lot of people worship this beast. A lot of rappers, you know, openly worship the beast. You know, they get 666 tatted on them. Like I think even, well, no, I don't think he has 666 tatted on him, but Playboy Cardi and stuff, like you know, he got
Yeah,
that Satan tattoo on the back of his neck. You know, that those
yeah,
get, you know, they get the pentagram tatted, or you know, some people wear like a chain. You know, even celebrities even come out openly saying they do satanic rituals. You know, so that's ultimately them saying they submit to the beast. They worship the beast. You know, now and then you got the prophets out here. You know, that's going against all of that. You know, like these people out here drinking blood. You know, these people are out here. You know, doing abominable things under the Lord's eyes. You know, but you know the Lord's eyes are 10,000 times brighter than the sun. You know, so He sees all things. You know, so other things that they do. You know, the Lord sees all that. He gonna come back and bring destruction on them people. You know, and now I'm saying now that you know, and I'm saying one of the things, you know, all these people that are, you know, that are rich, the elites, you know, these Satanists, you know, they all like one organization. You know, they're all on one side. You know, they all pick the left hand side. You know, so ultimately they're all working together to, you know, get this beast system going. You know, to get this new world order going. They want everyone to be hush mouth. You know, but you know, go ahead and take it. Right?
kind. And like you were saying that speaking of rappers, that nigga Lil Uzi Vert, that nigga got an upside down cross on his tongue. He got it tatted on his tongue today.
Yeah.
Yeah, them niggas, man, them niggas will sell out for that bag, but it's not gonna be worth it because they're gonna be regretting that in the near future.
Yeah, man, a lot of people are gonna sell out in these end of times, man. Especially when Jacob's trouble hit, man, when shit hits the fan, bro.
Con, exactly
And
right.
yeah,
And
man, and
oh, go ahead.
I was about to pull out Revelations chapter 2, verse 10.
Go
Because
ahead.
we're gonna get into that time, you know, where people who don't want to take this microchip, the charagma, the new way of payment, you know, like I'm saying, you know, so like we said, they're about to banning cash, you know, they're enforcing a new digital era, you know, so the microchip is eventually gonna get mandated, bro. So, you know, there's gonna be people who aren't gonna take the chip, you know, and probably put in FEMA camps or get put to death, you know, or put in jail, you know, or you're just gonna be out here, you know, running out in the fields and in the woods trying to survive off the land, you know.
Jacob's trouble.
Uh, so Revelations 2 and 10, fear none of the things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee the crown of life. You know, that's gonna be our reward, you know. That's gonna be the reward for not taking that chip. You know, you gotta be faithful unto death. You know, like the Lord's telling us don't take that chip, man. So, if you got Esau coming at your door, about to, kill you for not taking that chip. You can be faithful until death. The Lord might have it set up to, if you got caught up, by them and, you didn't take the chip and, they're about to put you to death. And just because you proved that you didn't take the chip, that you were willing to die right there, he might just give you the spiritual power right there to just break them chains loose. That the blade might snap on your neck, you know. and bam, now you get a, beat the shit out of all the, Esau and all your oppressors right there, all them wicked ass people, 2/3, man. The Lord gonna use you to unleash his wrath. They tried to kill you for standing for the Lord, bro. Dying for the Lord is no greater honor.
Gone. The scripture on that, it literally says this, it says, it's no more precious thing than the death of his saint.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man.
Con.
Actually, I forgot where that verse is at.
I think it's in
And then,
Psalm something. But meanwhile, while you're doing that, I'm gonna bring this out. This is Revelation 14:10. It's no, this is the punishment for taking the MOTB. All right, let me see. Let me actually start from
go ahead.
9.
Catch this one.
Bet. Yeah, let me start from 9. This is Revelation 14:9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast in his image and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand. Verse 10. Salachya, let me scroll down to 10. The same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of God,
Right.
which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. That's talking about the presence of the holy angels. The angels will be present delivering the elect when America is being destroyed. Then on top of that, the they ain't going nuclear missiles. Y'all, a lot of y'all, if y'all take that chip, y'all gonna be ending up like the Judgment Day Terminator 2, when that woman holding on to the fence, getting burnt alive and stuff like that. The Lord can like make it feel like forever, but it's really only been 1 minute.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. And let's see. Are are you about to go into like Jacob's trouble and stuff like that?
Yeah, it all ties in together.
Yeah. Okay. Now I was about to bring up like like even really so like it's, I was thinking about bringing out Revelation 12:7. Talking about when there was war in heaven. Like the war with the world and Yahawah. The elect. You
Con,
know.
you can, Con,
Well,
you can read it.
let me pull it out right here.
Bet. But Con, it's gonna be all type of stuff going on in the end times. You're gonna have the hour of temptation. When you gotta see whether you gotta feed yourself. I mean, you got whether you feed your family, stick loyal to the Most High. Like it, stick uh stick loyal
Okay.
to Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. You know,
Con.
or fold for your family, and then all y'all end up taking a chip. Like, it's gonna be a lot of backstabbing and all that going on. Backdooring, niggas backdooring each other and stuff.
Yeah, kind of. There's ultimately going to be a reward, for the ones who don't take the chip. The ones who follow the law, statutes, commandments. Keep the faith. Do this work, teaching. Waking the lost sheep of the house of Israel and all the Israelites. So-called blacks, natives, and Hispanics. Doing what's actually. When you don't take that chip, man, the Lord, you know, you know, doing what's asked of the Lord, it's so that way He can protect you in these times to come. Jacob's trouble. When all hell's breaking loose. When shit's hitting the fan. When the food gets taken off the shelves. When people are breaking into each other's houses. Doing all types of things. To make sure they can eat. And even in the midst of all of that, delivering us out of from the hands of Esau, our enemy, brother, the wicked, the was it the council of the wicked, and there's gonna be a time too, where you know, when the Lord comes back, there's gonna these people are gonna try to fight the Lord, bro, and the Lord's gonna use us to destroy our enemies, bro, the elect, you know. I don't want to rat to out, we're of that elect, that number, and that's what I was about to pull out though. Revelation 12:7 through. Let me see. I think I'm gonna go to verse 12, 7 through 12. Revelation chapter 12, verse 7 through 12. And there was war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought against his angels. So like that's pretty much saying right there, the dragon, representing the beast system, the Roman Empire, New World Order, all these people are going to be in in the midst of World War III, all these people are going to be trying to fight the Lord when he comes back, and, so I'm saying the dragon representing, Esau, the Babylon, the Great Horn, these other nations, and the dragon fought and his angels and prevailed not. Neither was their place found anymore in heaven. And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil, and Satan was deceived the whole world. He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were casted out with him. And I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now has come salvation and strength, the kingdom of our God, Yahawah, the power of his Christ, for the accuser of our brethren is cast down, which accused them before our God day and night. And they overcame him, and by the blood of the Lamb, and by the word of their testimony, and they loved not their lives unto the death. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he know he has but a short time. Esau coming down with a great wrath because he knows you have but a short time. So like that's why they're pushing so hard, on their agenda right now. These wars, they're the microchip, like they need, there's too many of our people waking up, so right now they're trying to push this agenda quicker, get it going, let's get the ball moving before everybody starts waking up, because it's, this is all prophecy, and they want to, they, I don't know, Esau just, the most powerful people on the earth, man. They're prideful, they think that they're gonna be able to pull off this agenda, and get all get all the other nations on board, and deceive our people, ultimately bringing the flock to slaughter. And
And then on top of that, like the brother was saying, Esau gonna come down with that great wrath, and then Gerber troops and them damn I'm gonna name them differently because I don't want to get straight. The damn MMCA troops, y'all know what I'm talking about. Gerber troops and all that Russian troops coming busting your door at 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning, or trying to arrest you or trying to kill you or whatever. I had multiple dreams about that shit.
Con. Yeah,
Yeah.
man, and even when Esau does come down with great wrath, I forgot what verse it goes into, but it's like pretty much telling like when you see the enemy flooding in, like don't like it's like I think it might be in Deuteronomy, bro. It's for like woe unto them who return back into the house, for like their clothes, or
Mm-hmm.
return.
Oh, a
Which verse?
pilgrim. I think you're talking about a pilgrim. Like once you're on the move, you got like you gonna be here, there.
Well, no, I'm talking about a specific verse. It's like it's talking about pretty much. Man, let me see if I can find it. But pretty much like going into like when you see Esau coming after us, the enemy coming after us. It's like don't go back and go get your clothes. Don't go back returning into your house to gather your belongings and stuff. Because like the Lord already knows what we need. It's just telling you to flee.
I know exactly what you're talking about. It's been a while since I came across it. I'm trying.
Yeah. But you know what verse I'm talking about though.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Shit. Let me see.
Nah, kind of right. It's good, man. Let me see if I can find it real quick. It's in Deuteronomy though, huh?
Yeah, I think so. It's say something about
Feels like
not
woe into.
sure. Let me see.
Find it.
Take no thought for what you need. Let me see. Let me see.
I think it might be Isaiah. Let me see. Chapter. I think it might be Isaiah chapter 5.
It's also one in Matthew 6:28 and Matthew 6:25.
So
Talking
bring it
about
out if you can.
I'm gonna read them off to you. This is Matthew 6:28. I mean 6:25. Salachya. Therefore I say unto you, take no thought for your life, what ye shall eat or what ye shall drink, nor yet for your body, what ye shall put on. It is not the life more than meat, the body than raiment. And then you got 6:28. And why take ye thought for raiment? Consider the lilies of the field, how they grow, they spoil not, neither do they spin. And then you got 6 and 31 talking. It's like similar ones to what you were saying. Therefore, take thought, saying, "What shall we eat, or what shall
Check
we
your
drink?"
mic back.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, a little bit. It just, I don't know why it just kind of, it's been sounding a little choppy, man.
Con. I don't know why it's doing that either. Therefore, take no thought, saying, "What shall we eat, or what shall we drink, or wherewithal shall we be clothed?" It's similar to ones you were saying. But I'm trying to bring out the exact one you're thinking about. I probably have to look it up
Yeah,
on Google.
I've been trying to find the one I've been looking for right now. Let's see. It might have been. I feel like it was another one.
Con.
You just keep it going for me. Cause my fault. I'm over here trying to figure out a whole different precept right now. But
But this is similar ones to what you were bringing out. This is Matthew 10 and 19. Oh well, no. Well, actually, I could read that because that do with something to do with the end times. This is Matthew 10 and 19. But when they deliver you up, take no thought how or what you shall speak, for it shall be given you in that same hour what you shall speak. So a lot of brothers gonna get arrested, taken to government facilities and stuff like that, and then you're up there in the chair with handcuffs on your hand, thinking about what you about to say, but the Lord gonna already have what you about to say in your mouth, in your mind.
yeah, man, the Lord gonna speak through us, man. When you're being faced, in trial, in front of Esau and stuff like that. The Lord gonna speak for you. That's ultimately that crocodiles, speaking through you. You know. Um,
Uh,
but you're not supposed to have no worry on your mind. You're not supposed to be, you know, like, don't be scared of the enemy. Because if you got Yahawah Bahasham on your side, bro, no weapon formed against you shall prosper. Don't have no fear of the enemy. You know, the only person we're supposed to fear is, Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, bro.
Con.
And that's what I'm saying. When you know that microchip though, it's all ultimately just Satan, bro. Trying to push his new world order, and it's ultimately not gonna succeed. It's all gonna be destroyed. It's all gonna this kingdom's already collapsing. You can look at it right now. All the nations are waging war against it. America, Babylon the Great. This place is about to collapse. And everybody can see that. And the Lord's about to ultimately bring it down. And this microchip. These famines, this war, this pestilence, this disease. You know, uh, this is all prophecy being fulfilled. So that's why and he gives us these warnings. He tells us what not to do. Don't. That's what I'm saying. Like the thing with this chip, man. Like he's telling us not to take it. Or, you're gonna be marked for death by the Lord, bro. You're not gonna make it. You're gonna probably eat the nuke, or you might just catch judgment in World War III, or during Jacob's trouble. There's no telling how the Lord just gonna you know bring his judgment on you, his wrath on you. You might just be in your home and like a whole cage of lions just run up in your house. Loose during Jacob's trouble. They just run up in your house, tear you up. You and your family. So that's why it's just. But like even was it? I think it was Daniel, right? That he was put in the lion's den, right?
Con.
And they didn't need him. You know. And even with Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, they were put in the furnace, for not bowing down to was it Nebuchadnezzar, and
Con.
they didn't burn, they didn't catch something, they didn't die, who was it that put his hand in the furnace, man, and like his hand burned,
Con. I thought
like
I
he
have
seen
a minute.
it on fire, but they like I think was Yahawah,
Con. Yeah, I think so. I think I know what you're talking about. Like, there was like 4 of them walking like in the midst of a fire or something like that.
Yeah, but it's like,
Yeah.
you know, you gotta have that kind of faith, you know, to, you know, like with this kind of faith in the Lord, you know, like, you know, when being faced with that situation, you know, like when Esau's on your ass, you know, when they about to kill you for, you know, for standing up for the faith, you know, standing up for Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, but that's, you know, that's what, you know, that's you showing how much faith you really have, and that's the ultimate test right there, you know. And you know, you gotta ultimately have the faith, you know, that he's gonna deliver you. And, you know, the worst case scenario is that you do die, you know, like, you know, you're gonna get brought back up in the resurrection, you know, you're not, you know,
Con,
in the chariots. You know,
con,
the dead in Christ shall rise first.
con. Then on top of that, if you die in the truth, the scriptures say if you die in the truth, your works follow you, like in First Thessalonians.
Kind of, you know. So that's why it's just important that you go hard for the Lord the whole time you're here, man, making your call into election sure, you know. And as far as the mic, you know, this place, this prophecy, you know, this kingdom is gonna fall, you know, this, you know, so wake up the lost sheep of the house of Israel, you know, ultimately, you know, just keep your spiritual eye open, you know, don't let wickedness, you know, overthrow you, you know, don't let it take control of your life, you know, don't let it, you know, influence you, you know, for we are not ignorant unto Satan's devices, you know.
Exactly.
Let me see, what else we can I still didn't find that damn verse, man.
Con, it be like that. I'm gonna probably look it up after this lesson to see if we can bring out the next one we do.
But man, so like either way, you know, 2/3 are about to just, you know, they about to catch judgment though. You know, there's gonna be a lot of people who are gonna, you know, fold and take the microchip. You know, when the Walmarts and the food and all this place does crash. You know, and you know you don't have no other option. You know, you don't, and a lot of people aren't gonna like that feeling of being uncomfortable. You know, they're not gonna give up their houses. They're not gonna give up their comfortable lifestyle. You know, their Starbucks. You know, they're gonna take the chip. You know, and just so they
Right.
can be a part of the new society, a part of the new world. You know, and then you know, America, they probably gonna be like to hell with everybody else who doesn't take the chip, you know. So you're gonna probably have to survive off the land, you know, or you know, it's gonna be like real life the purge out here, man. Like, you know, the strong survive, you know. A lot of the elect are gonna be delivered, you know. They're ultimately the strongest ones, you know. The elect gonna take over, you know, and that's gonna be the promise from Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi for staying faithful. You know, you're gonna receive the immortal bodies. You're gonna you're gonna take over the kingdom, you know, and that's the promises for us, you know. You know, you're gonna get to explore the second heaven, you know, the universe, you know, and you're gonna get to be with Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, bro. You're gonna have new kids, you're gonna have your kids growing and never die, you know. And you know that's the ultimately the reward, you know, living forever, you know, in a body that's never gonna grow old, you know, never gonna get tired, never gonna, you know, it's gonna be perfect. You're gonna have the law, statutes, and commandments inside you. You know, you're gonna be living for eternity now. You know, but in order to, you know, to receive that reward, you know, you have to stay faithful. You know, hell, you might, you know, even in Jacob's trouble, you might be, you know, some of us might be comfortable during Jacob's trouble just because the Lord might have it set up that way. You know, every brother's journey is different. You know, so you know it's you know, man, so like, yeah, you know, like the Lord has it set up to, you know, I know how to, what's that the verse go? Uh, he he preserves the wicked unto judgment and
Yeah.
delivers the
There's
righteous.
the wicked.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
delivers
know
the
what you're
righteous.
talking about.
You know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
You know, and ultimately he's gonna deliver us through that. You know, the elect. You know, all the 2/3 are, you know, the ones who do fold and do take the chip. You know, the ones who do choose the world. You know, y'all gonna ultimately be put to death. You know.
And then like the brother was saying, you know, some brothers got different lives because I was watching this one brother's dream like a year ago. He was saying like how it was like Jacob's trouble and there was in a forest and whatnot, and he was saying like the damn female troops were shooting at him and stuff, and he was saying some brothers got shot dead and some brothers got grazed and some brothers got away and shit like that.
Right. I mean, and there's gonna be some brothers that that are gonna have to die for this truth, bro. So it's like, are you ultimately, you as one of the followers, you as one of the brothers, we all pray that it isn't us. We don't want to have to go through that, but if it comes down to it, with your faith, that are you willing to die for the Lord right there, and that's what I'm saying, so the Lord might have it set up to where some of the brothers might be comfortable during Jacob's trouble until the chariot comes and delivers us, or and some brothers might be going all the way through it until just be going through it, and it's not guaranteed every day you're gonna eat, but the Lord, the Lord, who ain't no telling how the Lord gonna have it set up for those, for the elect, but ultimately He's gonna deliver the elect, if you still alive and breathing, you still got purpose.
Time. If you're a martyr for the truth, like you already finished your course. Like the scripture say, you finished your course. Some brothers
That's
die
it,
in.
bro. And even if it comes down to being a martyr for the truth, and they're about to kill you, bro, it's like, look at that 15, 30 seconds, or however long it's going to take for them to kill you. That little time period compared to what you're about to receive.
Exactly.
The pain you got to bear just for a little bit, just to receive the whole kingdom, and receive the power, and be right alongside of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, alongside Yahawah when he comes back.
Con.
You know?
Con. I got some. This is Revelations 3:10. Because those has kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. And the hour of temptation is when Esau Edom starts instituting that charagma by force.